This season, I was lucky enough to take a trip of a lifetime to Burgundy, France, where I jumped aboard a beautiful barge named La Belle Epoque to sail down the glorious canals and enjoy the finest French cuisine. Today on the canals, it's picture perfect. Look at what I get to see every single day. Along the way, we stopped off at markets and restaurants, sampled produce from the finest French artisans, visited stunning medieval towns, and of course, I got to cook up some of my favourite French-inspired recipes. Today on the canals, it's picture perfect. Look at what I get to see every single day. And because we're in Burgundy, I wanted to do a dish that is synonymous with the area. This is called Oeufs Meurette. It's poached eggs that's served with some lardons, crispy croutons, and of course, a red wine sauce. So I'm going to start with my lardons. This is just some smoked bacon that's cut into the lardon shape. I've got a lot of fat there too. I need that fat for the flavour, particularly for my crispy croutons. So I'm going to add some oil to a pan. And usually I would just cook with the fat, but I need a little bit more of that oil there to cook the crouton. And we're just going to wait for them to start to sizzle and become really golden brown. Let's talk about the all-important sauce. So this is a whole bottle of Burgundy, yes, a whole bottle, and I've cooked it down with some French shallots and some chicken stock. This is going to really concentrate the flavour. I'm now going to take it a little further by adding some extra flavours. So I want the freshness of some thyme, and I want it to be velvety and glossy. So I'm going to add a little bit of veal glaze. We'll just add that into there. And then we're going to pop this on the heat and bubble it away again. So we'll just put that aside to a moment. Let's have a look at our bacon. Ooh, yes, look at that. Crispy lardons, that's what I'm after. So once it starts to get golden like this, it's time to add our croutons. So this is just some leftover baguette from yesterday. I've cut them into little cubes and we're going to add them to that hot oil and fat. And you'll see they're like little sponges. They're going to absorb all of that fat and then become crispy. So I'm just going to wait for that to happen. I'll take all of this off and pop it onto some paper towel just to drain. Then I'll place the sauce back on and let it bubble away just for another 20 minutes. Okay, this sauce is looking really good. You can see how much it's reduced, it's concentrated. That's how it should be. Okay, now this is another little trick that I like to do to thicken up the sauce and make it super glossy. I've got some butter here. To this, I'll add just a small spoon of flour, and that's going to help thicken it up. This is called a butter meunière. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of butter, and we're going to whisk that in. And this just really rounds off the sauce. And you can see how it's starting to thicken up nicely. That sauce is done. So now I'm going to swap this over to a pot of hot water with some vinegar in it because we need to poach the eggs. So we'll just get that coming up to a gentle boil. For our eggs, just crack the eggs one at a time. You want really fresh eggs for this recipe so they poach nicely. And then in goes the egg. You see how it's just wrapping around that yolk? That's a sign of a very good poached egg. All right, we'll do another one. And these are going to take about 3 minutes to poach. I like mine to be a bit gooey in the centre. And let's plate up. So we start with a giant puddle of rich Burgundy sauce. Okay. Next, we'll just float the eggs in the centre. Love the dramatic colour difference there. And the second egg on top. And then we garnish with our little croutons around the side. And don't forget the all-important lardons. Sprinkle them around the side. And I love the addition of some freshly chopped chives over the eggs. A very small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And I haven't seasoned the eggs, so a little pinch of salt And that is a super elegant way of serving poached eggs. If you want to take it to the next level and do something that's really going to wow your guests, make this. It's seriously a taste of Burgundy.